whole fleet of them. Look on the ASA. My gosh. They're all going against the wind. The wind's 120 knots from the west. Look at that thing, dude.
Hey, this is ThinkerThunker. When the U.S. government leaked this footage, filmed by one of our jet fighters, showing essentially a big Tic Tac in the sky with no wings, no signs of propulsion, no props, yet it was creating G-forces that would kill a human.
Nickel 6-1 Tango. Roger, oh, got it! Woohoo! Roger.
Suddenly, all the UFO skeptics with all their little green men and tinfoil hat jokes, all of that got real quiet. Well, I'm about to do the same thing for Bigfoot skeptics. Let's check it out. Okay, check this out. This is from the Stanford Encyclopedia of Philosophy. It says, quote, measurement is an integral part of modern science. And before I got my degree in computer science, I worked for a major helicopter manufacturer. I built high precision tools and parts and jigs for them that had to be accurate to within 0.003 of an inch. That's the width of a human hair. So I am an expert in measurement, and measurement is scientific. It's not kind of science. It's not pseudoscience. It is scientific. Okay, have a quick look at this little chart I put together. This is all the scientific proof we need to prove that forest giants, Bigfoot, Sasquatch is in fact real. Yet it's so simple a child could get this. This is the E equals MC square of Bigfoot evidence, all right? And for all of you who are waiting around for Bigfoot DNA evidence, I hate to be the one to tell you this, but DNA evidence is not magic. It is not the holy grail of evidence that some think it is. DNA evidence is subject to human error. It has to be interpreted by a guy or gal in a lab coat, and they could be wrong or they could be prejudiced toward the outcome, okay? We don't need that now. So looking at this chart, look over on the left. If you see an arm length that is noticeably shorter, like we're seeing here, than the leg by around 16%, you can be all but 100% sure that it is a human. Now looking on the right, if you see a functional arm that you see bending in the center, and that arm is 100% as long as the leg, you can be all but 100% sure that that is not a human. Whether you want to call it a Bigfoot or Sasquatch, forest giant, that's up to you. Okay, time to put my arm to leg ratio theory to the test. This was posted on my Team ThinkerThunker Facebook group by Andre T. Thank you so much, Andre. Keep them coming. It's entitled Bigfoot Carrying a Chicken. And if you look, there's a second Bigfoot back here checking out the action. And now some look at this. There's a bunch of debate on this. Some go, oh, come on, that's a dude in a monkey suit. All right, let's play like this is a court of law. Prove that. How would you prove that it's a dude in a monkey suit? You can't. Just saying it's a dude in a monkey suit, that is opinion, and opinion is not proof. So I'm going to take, here, we see its foot right there, but I need a little bit more information. I'm going to take that frame right there and measure it. Okay, so I put in a little rough outline so that we could roughly see where the arm is up to the wrist and where the leg is down to the ankle. And here are some measurement dots. And now I'll take a measurement tool and go from the shoulder down to the elbow and take that measurement and go from the wrist up to the elbow. And now I'm going to go from the top of the leg down to the knee and from the ankle up to the knee. So here are the measurements I just took from the Bigfoot with chicken, and we can see that the arm is 17.9% shorter than the leg, noticeably different. It's just like my chart. That is a dude in a monkey suit. Here's another example, also posted on my Team ThinkerThunker Facebook group by Bernadette L. Thank you so much, Bernadette. Keep them coming. This Colossus, now some are like, oh, come on, that's obviously a fake. prove it's a fake. You can't. That is only your opinion that it's a fake. Looks fake to me, but how do I know? So what I'm going to do, I'm going to take that shot right there because we can see a straight arm and a straight leg. All right, time to measure the Colossus. Now, one problem with this guy or gal is the arm was just kind of hanging by its side. You know, we never saw the fingers move or the arm bend or anything like that. So it could be a fake. All we can do is test. I'm going to do this one a slightly different way. Here, I'll drop in some measurement dots. And just to show you that you could do this at home with like a piece of string where you just hold up a string. And I'll probably speed all this up so that you don't have to sit and watch all of this. There. Look at that. That looks just like my graph where the arm is noticeably shorter than the leg. That is a dude in the monkey suit. But to keep this scientific and treat all the tests the same, here are the measurements from the big Colossus there, and we can see that the arm is 18% shorter than the leg, so plus or minus 3%. Now to do a quick control test and prove that humans' arms are 16% shorter, roughly, than our legs, we are going to look at somebody who is not a dude in a monkey suit. This is a dude in a Steve Zissou suit, a.k.a. comedy legend Bill Murray. And in the spirit of all Bigfoot footage being blurry, we're going to go with a blurry, pixelated shot of Bill. And we can still see where the top of his arm is and his elbow. And then we'll go from the wrist area up to the elbow and top of the leg down to the knee and the ankle area up to the knee. And here is Mr. Murray's measurements that I just took, and we can see that his arm is 15.72% shorter than his legs, roughly. So despite what some might think, Bill Murray is in fact a human with arms shorter than his legs. All right, time for the big test. Patty from the Patterson film, I've dropped in some measurement dots, but use your eye. Does her arm look like it's 16% shorter than her legs? And something else I want you to notice, the distance from the top of her arm down to her elbow and from her wrist area up to her elbow. Those are pretty much equal distances. In other words, it's a working functional arm and not some prop like you might see in like Planet of the Apes, you know, a prosthetic arm type thing. Okay, let's measure. We'll go from the shoulder down to the elbow and the wrist up to the elbow. And to keep from confusing the top of the leg, I put in a blue dot. Go down to the knee. And now ankle up to the knee. Here we go. Okay, drum roll please. Here is the Patterson Bigfoot, her measurements that I just took. On the right, I've put Bill Murray's back up for just for comparison. Look again down at Bill. Down here we see his arms are 16% shorter than his legs. Just like your arms are shorter than your legs, just like mine, just like every normal, typical, average adult human on the planet, our arms are noticeably shorter than our legs. Look at Patty. Her arms are 0.12%. That means her arms are as long as her legs. So don't take my word for any of this. You know, measure yourself. Go in and grab a pair of your jeans, one of your long sleeve shirts, lay them out on the bed, compare your arm to your leg, and you'll see it's not even close. Your arm is noticeably shorter than your leg. And Patty here, don't take my word for this. 10,000 of you, 1,000,000 of you, measure Patty, see if you get the same results I do. Here, let me just grab a copy. I'll just pull it down right now, straighten it up a little. Look at that. She has arms as long as her legs, and that means that Patty is not a human. So there you go, science. There's your answer. You guys have had over half a century now to take 5 or 10 minutes out of your time to do this one simple little measurement, one simple little comparison, and not a one of you ever did that. I had to do your work for you. You're welcome. It was seriously my pleasure. Let me ask you though, don't they give big grants out for stuff like this? I mean, shouldn't I maybe win like the Nobel Prize for answering society's oldest question, are we alone? Because now, thanks to my little simple little arm to leg ratio comparison, we know the answer to that is nope, we're not. There are big furry giants out there, whether you like it or not, and they've got arms every bit as long as their legs. Now, does this mean I'm done being ThinkerThunker? It's over now? No, not at all. I'll be trying to learn more about this, the most amazing and elusive and intelligent and majestic species on the planet. I'm hooked and have been since I had encounters as a kid. You can read about them in my book. It's now your job, though. Anytime you hear somebody saying that there is no scientific proof of Bigfoot, you need to educate them. You need to tell them they're wrong. You know, send them this video, make them know the truth. No more lies about this. Okay? And so, thank you, everybody who subscribes and buys my book and my caps and t-shirts and all that. Your support helped make all of this possible. And special thanks to my patrons and my YouTube members. You know, look what your support has done. You have helped answer a half a century long debate. We now know the answer to that is, you know, does Bigfoot exist? Yes, we know the answer to that now. All right, everybody. Thank you. Thank you so much for watching. Take care.